Alright guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make a Gundam face or helmet as your emblem in Black Ops 2. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all the layers except for one just to keep it as a starting point or reference point for the emblem. So I left that, the first rank you get, that's what that layer is right there. Just flipped upside down and squeezed a little bit. The private first class right there. So you just flip that upside down, turn it black, and that's your first layer. Next you're going to take another private first class like I'm doing here, and you have to line it up with that center line. Actually I go back and put a background in first just to make it easier to see everything that's going on. So the background will be needed, so make that the color right above white. So you're going to take this private first class and kind of stretch it out a little bit until you can get it so that it lines up like that. And just duplicate that and bring it over to the other side, and then you're going to make that a darker color. Make sure there's space in between them so you get a nice black outline. Duplicate that and expand a little bit. Don't stretch or anything, just expand. Make that a white color. Duplicate that and bring it over to the other side. And make sure you're leaving a little bit of black space in between each one just for to make it look better, I guess. Now you're going to make that a little bit off-white. The light is coming in from the left side, so this is what it ends up looking like. Next, you're going to want to get a triangle and squeeze that down. Make that a dark shade of gray, and then stretch it out a little bit until you can get it into position like that. Now we're going to go ahead and make the little thing on top of the visor, or the headpiece. I guess it's some kind of jewel-like thing. So I just took one of the other layers I had used, private first class, and just put it right there in between the layer I just made and the black. And you make that white, and then you bring down the opacity to probably about 80. So you got a nice little shine effect on the gem above the head. Next you're going to get another private first class. Put that below everything. And stretch it out so you can't see the tip but the sides come out. Just like that. And make that the fourth gray color from white. Or the third, I guess, actually. Duplicate the black private first class and bring it above the layer you just made. Make that black and bring the opacity down to around 50. Next you're going to get the Perk Greed emblem. It's the pentagon looking shape. And if you don't have this shape or emblem or whatever, then you pretty much can't make this. So you're going to want to get that. It's not that hard to get. Just get like 10 kills with Perk Greed equipped or something like that in one game. It's really not hard. Then you're going to make that a light blue. I also shrank it down, like I squeezed it. So you just put that behind those, and leave a little bit of a triangle on the outsides of the eye. You'll be able to see a little bit better here in a second. So duplicate it, expand it a bunch, and make it black. Put that behind, so you can see that there's a little bit of black behind the eye. Make sure you have room for that. And also stretch the black out a little bit so that the bottom of it is still parallel with the bottom of the eye, but that slant is going further toward the center than the eye actually is. So you pretty much just keep duplicating this layer and changing the color of the one underneath of it. And make sure the corners of the pentagon are kind of going away from each other. You don't want to just have them going down in a straight line. I don't know if that makes sense, but so it goes black, red, and then off-white. That second off-white color. Now you're gonna want to make black lines in between each of these layers. So just duplicate the red, bring it back, and then put it in between the red and the gray, and then make that black, and then bring it down a little bit like I just did. So you have a little bit of a line underneath each one. It just makes the whole emblem look better. So duplicate those, bring them behind, and make them black. And just bring them down a little bit. Now you can see here that the black is a little bit off center with the headpiece, so that's okay because it's going to get covered up later anyway, but if you want to fix it, like I'm trying to fix it right now, then you can. It makes it look a little bit better at the end. So doesn't have to be perfect. So next you're going to get this diamond shape. Bring it above everything except for the eyes, the light blue eyes, so right there. Then you're going to stretch it, or squeeze it, excuse me. And then expand it. And try to get those, I know the corners pretty much faded away when you stretched it, or squeezed it like that. But try to find the corners and put those exactly where the bottom black lines are. So you have something like that. And make that the second off-white color, so it should fade into the background. Or blend in with the background. And then duplicate another one, bring it behind, and make that black and expand it a little bit so you get the black outline again. So you can kind of see the corners line up with the bottom black lines. Then you're going to get a lieutenant, or a second lieutenant. Put that above the layers you just made, make that black, and then squeeze it down to make a very thin line. And just put that across right there so it looks like it's connecting. Next, you're going to get another perk greed. Bring that above those layers again. And stretch it out a little bit. Put it down at the bottom of the emblem right there. Align the corners with the black lines again. Duplicate that. Bring it all the way back to the other one. And make the layer on top a darker red color than the eyes. And then shrink that down so you get the black outline. Next, you're going to want to get a circle, compress it so that it's an oval shape, toggle outline, make it black, and bring it up a little bit so you have a defined shape of a face right there. Next, you're going to want to get that half ninja star, I believe is what it's called. And shrink that down a little bit, make it white. And put that behind the eye layers. Just for a little bit of a glimmer on the face. Next, you're going to want to get the Chickum gun layer. So if you don't have that, just unlock the Chickum. You're going to use pretty much the butt of the gun for the shading here. So just bring that below the nose layer. Just like that. So right above the black of the eyes. So expand that and have that about right there. Make it black. And then bring down the opacity to about 50, maybe a little bit higher. So just have it about like that for shading. And finally, we're going to use one last private first class. Squeeze that a lot, and then expand it. And just kind of keep playing with it until you get those 2 points to align with the bent places along the eyes. So bring those behind the light blue eyes and make that black. And bring down the opacity to around 54. So that's it, guys. That's how to make this pretty awesome Gundam emblem. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.